I mean, you're kind of just tired all the time. You're able to numb out, you know? And I think that's what heroin addicts and fentanyl users, like that's why they use that drug, you know? Because you get to numb out. You don't have to feel anything, you know?
How much does your habit cost you a day?
Oh, God. Like 200 to 300, sometimes 4, because like I have a partner too, you know, so it's expensive. It's very expensive. Hopefully I don't look like I have little kid makeup all over my face.
Oh, so it's her makeup too?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
She went to town in there.
Oh, okay. So we're back here today with Lexi. So it's been about 3 months since we've seen you last time.
It's been that long.
Yeah. Yeah. So you were just telling us that your boyfriend's. So last time you said that you were with your boyfriend. I think you said at the time he was like at the hotel or something.
Yeah, he was doing his schooling online, which he still was up until the time he got arrested, which was like 3 or 4 days ago.
What did he get arrested for?
They did an illegal search and found some stuff on him that he shouldn't have had, but it was an illegal search, so they're gonna have to throw it out. They went in the room without any rhyme or reason, and they said that he had a probation warrant and he's not on probation, and he discharged from parole, so it was illegal. They couldn't have done it, so they're gonna have to throw it out. They have to.
And so he went to court today, you said?
Yeah, he had video court, but I bailed him out last night, but it wasn't before 11 o'clock. If they have court the next day, you have to bail them out before 11 o'clock. Otherwise, they still have to go to court. If it would have been before 11 o'clock, he would have gotten out last night. But since it was after, then he had to go to court today, and then he'll either come home tonight or tomorrow morning.
Well, and how much did that cost you?
I paid, okay, so usually you pay 1%, but through this bail bonds company, we've used them multiple times, and he's never paid it back, neither have I. So it was a $25,000 bail, so I paid $500, which isn't bad.
So that must be hard out here without your boyfriend the last couple days.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks really bad. Someone stole my dog too, but I got my dog back. Yeah, it's just been one thing after the other.
Oh my God. Who
That
steals a
sucks.
dog? That's crazy.
I know, and he's like my baby. I've had him since he was 8 weeks old.
So where's the dog at now?
At my room. Yeah.
Wow.
Where he's safe.
And so you're currently staying in the hotel still?
So yeah. My mother-in-law went into a shelter and she just got her rapid rehousing voucher. And then I talked to the people from Stanton that come out and talk to people about housing and stuff. He gave me a ID voucher and said that after that, he'll get my birth certificate from back home, they'll pay for it. Then he'll help me get my social, they'll pay for it. And then he'll bring me to like a psychiatrist or a therapist or something, and they'll diagnose me as an addict or whatever. And if I have any underlying mental, which I'm bipolar, so, and then with that he can, I can get my housing voucher.
Wow, How long is that process going to take, I wonder?
Like 3 months, I think.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So you, were you diagnosed as being bipolar?
Yeah.
At what age
19.
Yeah, I don't know much about that. Just, so you have ups and downs?
Yeah.
Must be rough.
My dad's manic bipolar. I'm more of like the depressive bipolar. My dad goes in waves, like it's either he's up here or he's down here, and then like there's no in between, and both suck. I'm more of like, I don't get as manic as he does. My dad will go manic and spend all of his money. He'll stay awake for like the longest time. He not on any substances. He's just, he's just manic. But I'm more of like the depressive one. I go down rather than up.
And so how are you earning money for your hotel room every night?
Still doing the same thing, unfortunately.
And
although I'm going back to, I was a CNA back home, and all I have to do is retake the test out here. And one of my friends, she works for an agency. She's licensed. She's an LVN. And she said that they need like nurses, CNAs really bad right now, and she said that she's getting all the overtime she could want, and that starting pay for CNA, like where she's working through, is like $35 an hour, plus you can get all the overtime you want. So
wow.
I'm trying to find out where to take my CNA test here, because I just have to retake the test.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And where are you originally from?
Maine. Yeah, Maine.
And how long have you been here in California?
Like 7 years-ish. Yeah, 7 years.
And so drugs are still a part of your life, it
Yeah.
sounds like, yeah. So it sounds like that guy that stopped you in Stanton sounds like he has a lot to offer.
Yeah, yep, they do. Stanton's probably the only city around here that's actually doing anything to help anybody. Anaheim's just arresting people and harassing them. Garden Grove's doing the same thing. They're taking the homeless to jail because they have nowhere to go. It's ridiculous. I mean, like you can't incarcerate someone because they have nowhere to live. You know, that's exactly what they're doing. But Stanton's actually trying to like provide assistance. You know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so about 2 months ago when we were out here, there were a lot of people. So that's what happened. They just started arresting people.
Yeah, they said either go to a shelter or go to jail. I mean, and Stanton's literally the only city that's like, they come out every day and they bring people water, they bring people ID vouchers, they talk to people about housing, you know, if they want to go into a shelter, you know, because it's quicker to get your housing voucher if you go into a shelter. And there's a lot of rapid rehousing right now, which means like, it's not like housing where like they pay for it, you know, like forever, you know, because you have like your mental illness or like SSI or whatever. They'll help you. They'll pay for your rent for like from 6 months to a year. They'll put everything in the apartment, furnish it, all that. And then after that 6 months, it's just like a grace period for you to get on your feet so that you can start paying it yourself, you know?
That's awesome.
But yeah, a lot of people are getting that right now.
Wow, that's great.
Mm-hmm. There's programs out there. A lot of people just don't want to access them. You know what I mean? Like, it's out there if you want it.
Right.
You know, a lot of people don't know about it, and a lot of people just get comfortable being out here that they just don't care anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
So I know you said your boyfriend's in jail. So anything crazy happened to you or your boyfriend or anybody else lately that you've seen?
Not necessarily crazy, no.
Dangerous?
Not so much dangerous. I mean, what's dangerous to me and what's dangerous to like someone who works a normal 9 to 5, you know what I mean? Like, is probably a little bit different. You know what I mean? Like, I have random dudes pick me up every day, you know what I mean? Like, and I provide, you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, it gets sketchy sometimes, but that would be terrifying for anybody else. But for me, it's just like every day, you know? It's just normal, you know? You become accustomed to it.
And I don't know if I asked you this last time, but have your belongings ever been stolen before?
What? Every day. All the time. Yes, all the time. All the time, all the time. My dude just went to jail and they were like packing our room up or whatever to put it in the storage, and my own mother-in-law took my phone. Like, yeah, scandalous as hell out here. You can't keep shit.
So the 7 years that you've been out here in California, how many of the years have you been homeless?
I've been back in California for 7 years. Prior to that, I was here for like 2 years, and then I went home for like 6 months, and I've been back out here for about 7 years, and I've been homeless for almost all of it. Almost all of it.
And then after being homeless for that amount of time, what's the most important lesson that you've learned?
Don't trust really anybody. I mean, like, you can't. They all, like, the way I try to explain it to my dude, because he's just like, fuck everyone, like, we'll just take care of ourselves. But it's like a lot of people out here, like, don't know how to have friendships. They don't, like, they're doing the best that they can with what they know. You know what I mean? So, like, people that steal stuff from other people, you mean, like, it's what they know. It's how they know how to survive. So it's not like they're doing it because they don't like you or they're being spiteful. That's all they know. You know what I mean? So, like, if someone ditches you or something because they, like, they found something, you know, that they need to do better than you, you mean, like, it's what they know. They're just trying to survive out here. So it doesn't necessarily mean, like, oh, fuck you, but some people just, you know, they don't know how to have relationships because out here you can't, you know what I mean? So it's just, you get accustomed to just being cold to everybody. Because if you're warm to everybody, they'll take advantage of you like a motherfucker.
No, I believe it.
And they don't even mean to, is the thing. I mean, it's just survival skills, you know?
Yeah. And that looks like what happened to your arm?
Oh, I've had these forever. Yeah, so I used to shoot heroin, and heroin out here is really dirty, and it's way different than back home. And I found found out that you could muscle it instead of actually hit a vein because all my veins were gone. And so I was just putting it in my muscle, and I was getting abscesses all the time. And so I had surgery on my arm, on my leg. They thought I had necrotizing fasciitis, which is that flesh-eating bacteria. So they put me in emergency surgery. I didn't have it, thank God, but I had like a pocket inside my leg like this big, just full of pus. It was disgusting.
Wow.
Yeah, they put me into emergency surgery. I woke up, my leg was red right here, and then by like 3 hours, it was all the way down to my ankle and climbing up my leg.
How long ago was that you had all that happen on your arm?
Like 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
That's insane.
This is covered on my whole entire body. It's on this side, it's on this side. It's on like my lower back. I have them on my butt cheeks. Like I have them on my thighs. Yeah, it's all bad. And I had no scars before I came out here at all. None, absolutely none.
Well, you look a lot. I mean, it looks like it's healed. So.
Yeah. It looks like it's healed, but the doctors around here, like, purposely try to leave scars on you, like, because they could have done it where like there's not these huge gouges in my arms, but they do it because they just don't give a shit. The doctors just want to. You mean like, you know, like you wanted to do it, like, you know, here's a scar to like remind yourself, you know. Yeah. It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. And then what does that say on your forehead right there?
Oh, it's my husband's nickname. Spooky.
Spooky.
Yeah.
Okay. So Spooky's in jail?
Spooky's in jail.
Spooky's in jail.
Spooky's in jail.
And then, do you by chance have any social media information? Cash App or?
Yeah. Let me
I'll
write
get
it
that
down.
to you right down. How long have you been with Spooky?
70. Oh, actually, our 6-year anniversary was the day after he got arrested. Yeah, bummer. So hopefully we get to do something when he gets out. Hopefully.
So it might be today, it sounds like, him getting out.
Either tonight or tomorrow morning, yeah. Regardless, even if they don't drop it, as long as the bail didn't go up in court, then he'll get out. If it went up, then I'm just gonna have to pay more money. But I mean, I'll pay for it. I'm not gonna let him sit in there. Especially like he does fentanyl too, so he's probably dying sick. And like I'm not cool with even thinking about him being that sick, you know? Because this shit can kill you just detoxing off of it. That's how hard it is on your body. Because Suboxone and Subutex fentanyl's not an opiate. So Subutex and Suboxone only fight against opiates. So like it doesn't actually help wean you off fentanyl at all. I mean, like you're just like starting to get that one in your system when that one comes out, but it's not like it doesn't really help at all, you know, because it's not an opiate.
So what do people need to detox?
I've heard that they need to step down with different kind of downers.
So just wean themselves
like,
off lower and lower?
Yeah, I've actually heard a doctor say like to get back on heroin and then to get off heroin because getting off fentanyl is dangerous as hell. Super dangerous. And no one knows the side effects from this shit. Literally, it makes your internal temperature go up so high. That's why people are gaining so much weight, because they're gaining water weight because your body needs to cool itself down, otherwise your organs would cook. Like, this shit's not good. I don't know what the hell's in it. No one knows the long-term side effects. They're probably fucked, you know, like, it's horrible.
Yes.
I don't really know if that's it, but I know my... Fuck. Okay, so I don't really know if that's my Cash App or not, but that's at least my phone number, and then that's my email.
Okay.
So
So I can give you Bob's number in case you want to give us your cash
Yeah,
app
yeah,
when you
yeah,
know
yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as I figure out what it is.
Awesome.
Like I said, my mother-in-law took my phone, so I gotta find out how to get it back from her. And then she's complaining to me how she can't get a hold of me. Okay, well, how are you gonna get a hold of me? You took my shit.
Crazy. And then lastly, are you okay if we use the video or the interview on our YouTube channel? Awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I think
Lexi.
people need to know what's going on out here. You mean so it can be taken care of instead of just it being swept under the rug or the Anaheim piece of shit cops that just arrest people for it, you know?
Yeah.
People actually need help out here.
Yeah, and it sounds like they need to know how to help people detox, not just...
They do. There's so much that they don't know about that they need to, that they just don't give a shit about, you know? Like, they just consider people out here lost causes and they're not, you know, at all. They're not at all. So...